math students, and welcome to Math Class Quarter 2. One of the reasons I wanted to film this video for you all is just to say welcome. We are starting a new class. It's a new quarter. So welcome. I hope you had a great fall break. I also wanted to record this video though, just since normally we were having those Google Meets every day last quarter, and one of the biggest differences this quarter is that we're no longer doing that. So I've got some announcements that last quarter I would have just announced in one of those meetings, but now that we don't have that, I've got this video I'm going to film instead. One of the things I wanted to do in this video was point out some things in Google Classroom, because there's some things in Google Classroom that have changed this quarter. I'm using the West Pre-Algebra Google Classroom as an example in this video. You might be in a different Google Classroom, but all the stuff I'm going to go through will be the same no matter what class. So in my classroom, I've got the title of the class here. I've got below it if I signed up for e-learning or to be in person. I've also down here in this corner added the dates for this quarter. Just a quick reminder that all of the classes we do are all 9 weeks long. So this class began October 19th and will be ending December 18th. I've got that there just as a quick reminder so that date doesn't sneak up on anyone. And then I've also got here at the very top now Denise and my email. One of the things I wanted to talk through are just all the different ways you're able to contact us. We've got emails. You can email us, you can call us, you can text us. You can, if you've got the Google Hangouts app, you can send a message to us that way. And then, of course, there's Google Classroom with posting stuff right here. I do want to recommend probably the best way to get a hold of us, especially if you've got a question you're looking for an answer on pretty quickly, would be to send an email to both Denise and myself. The reason I recommend that over like texting or calling or messaging is when I am teaching in-person students or recording a video, my phone is on Do Not Disturb. So if you're texting me during that time, I'm not getting any of those messages. Again, feel free to contact us whichever way you're most comfortable with and you prefer. But I would recommend email just because if you email both of us, chances are one of us has our email pulled up and we can get you that answer pretty quickly. The other thing I wanted to mention with the stream here is when you post something on the stream, that is for everyone in the class to see. So you can post a question here if you have a question you think a classmate could answer, or if you just have something in general you want to share with the class, you can post here. But I also would recommend emailing us or calling us, texting us, one of those. If it's something maybe a little more personal, like if there's something going on in your life that's keeping you from doing some schoolwork, if it's something you don't want everyone to know, email or phone would probably be a better option instead of posting it here. As we're talking about the stream, I also wanted to emphasize in this video, because this quarter we don't have those daily meets, just really how important it is that you are checking Google Classroom every day and your email every day. I recommended on the syllabus, if you download the Google Classroom app, that would be what we're looking at right now. And if you download Gmail, so you can have your school email go to your phone, those are both good options just to make sure you're getting those class announcements in a timely manner. If you don't have those apps, you want to make sure you're checking your Google Classroom and your school email daily. There's a lot of announcements, especially at the beginning of the class and at the end of the class. There's a lot of class announcements we're trying to get out to you all. And all of those announcements are going here on the stream. So you can already see some of the announcements we've posted, and they're going to your school email. Just a quick reminder of how you get to your school email. The website is gmail.com. If you go to Gmail, it's going to look something like the suspense. Something like this. There we go. If you are one of the people who, when you open up your school email, it says you have like 500 emails from last quarter, my advice would be probably like looking over them, making sure there's no important emails from last quarter you missed, and then just clearing that out so you can start this quarter new. But when you're checking your email frequently, you're not going to end up having 500 emails in your inbox at one time. But again, I just want to really emphasize checking the stream. So what we're looking at right now for class announcements, checking your email frequently, ideally daily if you can, just to make sure you're getting those announcements. Some of the other things I wanted to look at during this video is some of the stuff we've got posted under classwork. Some of this is different from last quarter. The first thing that's not different is this attendance form here. Just like last quarter, if you are e-learning, you want to be filling out this attendance form daily, so every day, Monday through Thursday. If you're one of the students coming in, you no longer need to do this because if you come in, we'll mark you present that way. But if you're still on e-learning and doing all your schoolwork from home, make sure you're still doing that attendance form daily. The next thing I really wanted to emphasize is tutoring. This is something that has changed a little bit. What still is the same is that we have tutoring every day during the week. That is the same as last quarter. What's changed is the times. So I'm going to start with the Monday through Thursday tutoring. So just like last quarter, we have virtual tutoring Monday through Thursday. What's different are the times that we offer it. So notice Monday through Thursday, it's at different times. Monday and Wednesday, it's from 3:30 to 4 p.m. And then Tuesday and Thursday, it's 11:20 to 11:50 a.m. Just like last quarter, it's on Google Meet. So if you wanted to attend tutoring, you would want to hop on during this time. You would click this link here, and it would take you to the Google Meet, and where you would see me or Denise's face there to answer any of your questions. If you have any questions about the class or homework questions that you are struggling with, or a homework question you missed and you don't understand why you missed it, or just questions on the lesson video that I've uploaded, literally anything related to the class, feel free to join us for tutoring and ask those questions. And I really want to emphasize, please join tutoring if you've got questions. It's really nice having some students here in person where they can ask questions. But if you're still at home, I feel like we should be seeing so many students, because if I was trying to learn all this at home, I would have a lot of questions. So hopefully Denise and I don't see scary. Hopefully you feel comfortable joining tutoring at some point this quarter to ask your questions. If you didn't join tutoring last quarter, I would make it a goal to join at some point this quarter, just so you can see how beneficial we feel like it is. So this is one option for that. This is virtual, so you don't even have to come into the school. If you are interested in coming in, we've got in-person tutoring on Friday. This is the same as last quarter. We had in-person tutoring on Fridays last quarter as well. What's changed is, again, the times. It's going to alternate between morning and afternoon each week. So I've got them all written out here. This first Friday, so in a couple of days, it's going to be in the afternoon, but then the following week it'll be in the morning, and it keeps switching back and forth just since some people are always available in the morning and never available in the afternoon, or the opposite. So hopefully it gives everyone an opportunity to find a time that works with their schedule. In order to sign up for tutoring on Friday, this right here is the link you would go to. When you click on that, it'll take you to this. This is where you would put down your name under math tutoring if you're coming for us, or English tutoring if you're coming for Erica. Because of COVID, we are trying to keep it to just 3 students at any given time, just so our room isn't packed with students. And the way you sign up is it's all blocked into like half-hour blocks. So if you were planning on coming for math and English, you would want to write your name down for both. If you're just coming for math, but you feel like you've got a lot of questions and maybe you need an hour, you could put your name down for 2 blocks. We just want to make sure there's no more than 3 students signed up at any given time. Again, I would recommend, if you have questions that are coming up and you aren't understanding something we're learning, or you just feel like you might need more practice on it, please come to tutoring, either in-person tutoring on Friday or one of our virtual tutorings during the week. The last thing on this classwork tab that I wanted to point out is just what's being posted daily. I'm going to use yesterday as an example. Every day we are going to have a couple things posted. Yesterday was 10/20. There's 3 things posted for yesterday. We have got the Edpuzzle video, similar to what we were doing last quarter. The videos that I'm filming are going to be uploaded on Edpuzzle. There might be a few questions inserted in the video for you to answer as you're watching it. One of the differences with these videos is instead of me filming a video just for at-home students and I'm looking at the camera and talking to you guys, the videos instead are being filmed while I'm teaching the in-person students. So it might look a little different because I'll be talking. There's actually people in the room with me. So I'll be talking to students in the room, asking them questions. But the lesson material is the same material that you would normally be getting. One of the extra things we've uploaded this quarter is these blank notes. If you are coming in person for the lesson, you are getting a copy of notes to fill out as we go through the lesson. So I've got this here for at-home students. If you have access to a printer and want to print the notes and follow along with those notes while you're watching the video, you can. The notes are optional. So if you don't have access to a printer, it's fine. I don't have a printer at home. So I wouldn't be able to print them off if I were a student at home. It's helpful if you do have it, just so you don't have to write down as much when you're taking notes. Since the questions are already there, you just have to write your work as opposed to copying the questions and the work. The last part is the homework that's uploaded. Just like last quarter, a lot of these homework assignments are Google Forms. Also, like last quarter, I'm going to say it in this video, you have to watch the video lesson before you do the homework. Because all the videos are on Edpuzzle, I can see when students have watched the video. So I can say, like, as the teacher, a lot of the students who have lower scores on the homework are the students who are doing the homework without watching the video. A lot of the students who have higher scores on the homework are students who watch the video. We're not expecting you to know everything we cover in this class, which is why we want to emphasize watching the lesson video before you do the homework. That way you can learn before you go in and try the practice problems. So please, please, please make sure you're watching those lesson videos first and then doing the homework second. It is not uploaded yet, but Denise is going to be spending some time today and tomorrow to upload extra practice for each lesson like we had last quarter as well. So if you've done the homework and you still are feeling really confident with what we're learning and you want extra practice on it, you can always take advantage of what she's posting, or you could come to tutoring and we can give you extra practice on that. The final thing I wanted to talk about in this video is last quarter, a lot of students were still having trouble seeing the feedback on homework assignments. So I wanted to review how you get to that feedback one more time. Some of what I'm going to show has changed a little bit from last quarter. So you want to also see what's changed. The way you get to your homework assignments and your grades, one option you have is by finding this little box here on the stream. I'm on the stream tab now. This box is going to show you what homework assignments are coming up as due. So I can see these 2 are due tomorrow. This one is due on Friday. Just a quick note about the deadlines. I put them there to help you pace yourself and not get too far behind. I speak from personal experience when I say it is very easy to get really behind with online classes, and we want to do a good job supporting you with not getting behind. But if you miss a deadline on an assignment, it is not the end of the world by any means. So I know we've got some students who work Monday through Friday right now and are doing all of their work on the weekends. That's fine. Just use these to help pace yourself so you're not getting behind on 20 homework assignments and it feels like there's no chance of you getting caught up. But they aren't hard deadlines. You can still turn in things after the deadline. But it'll give you an idea of what deadlines are coming up. I'm going to click the View All button. This screen here is what's changed from last quarter. It's a little different now where you can see your assignments for all classes at once if you want. By clicking on this, it'll show all the different classes you're in. You can click all classes if you want to see all of your assignments at one time. We're going to stick around for just the math ones. So I can see here on this slide which assignments the deadline is coming up for. If I wanted to check my homework assignments and see the grades on them, I'm going to switch over to this tab here that says Done. These are the 2 homework assignments that I, as the student, have completed that have been graded by the teacher, so I can see the grades there. I really want to emphasize not just checking the grades, but seeing why you got 17 out of 19 or 3 out of 4, and like going into the homework and seeing which ones you got right, which questions you got wrong. One way you can do that is you'll get an email anytime something is graded, and there'll be a link there. The other way you can do it is by clicking on the assignment from this tab. It'll take you back to that original post. And over here, you'll see your work. It's been graded. It'll have a link to your work. When you click this link here, it's going to take you back to that Google form. And when it does, you'll be able to see exactly which questions you got correct and which questions you got wrong. So as a student, it's going to give you more information on specifically how you're doing on different questions. And by seeing which questions you miss, it'll help you not make the same mistakes again and again and again. So you really want to make sure you're checking this slide here, or the screen here, sorry. One of the things I want to point out is these X's here. Sometimes for these like written response questions, it'll put an X here if your answer as a student doesn't match the answer key identically. For a lot of these, it's not going to be identical. So if you're looking at this and saying, well, why did she give me an X? Like I said the same thing she's saying. Make sure you're checking the total points that were given. So for this question, it's got the form automatically put that X there. But obviously these are saying the same thing, negative 23 degrees, negative 23 degrees. So I went back in and I marked it correct and gave you the full points. If it's like this one down here where it's marked as an X, we've got an X here and there's only 1 out of 2 points, that does mean there's something we had to change about your answer. So you got partial points. There's always the feedback there too, so you can see what you did wrong. But you really want to make sure you're looking at this slide here. I keep saying slide, the screen here, and going back into the homework to see which questions you're getting right and wrong. Just to help you learn from your mistakes as a student and learn from the stuff you did correct too, because you'll have some that are correct as well. That is everything I've got for you guys in this video. Let me say one last time, I am so happy to have you in my class this quarter. I'm really happy to have some of you in person. It is so great having students in the room with me when I'm teaching. I haven't had that since March. So it's really great to see your faces. For those of you at home, I am genuinely sad that I don't get to see you daily with our Google Meets anymore. But it's why I just keep saying, if you've got any questions, please reach out to us. We would love to hear from you as well and help you in whatever way you need help with. Or if you just want to reach out and say hi, you can do that too. That is everything for this video though. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys later. Bye.